a few years since I first heard he was doing it, and
I was coming out, or assumed it was out already.
Yeah, I cannot wait to see this, so I am so excited. I know he did an interview probably a few months ago where he had said that the COVID was pushing back on it getting released, but so excited to watch this.
Yowie wowie.
It's going to be fun. Something else I'm excited for. I'm excited to get the next Pro Wrestling Illustrated in the mail. Yes, folks, I still get paper copies of magazines. I like having a physical magazine.
Tree killer.
But AEW World Champion Jon Moxley made the cover of this upcoming Pro Wrestling Illustrated, where he is ranked number 1 in the annual list of top 500 pro wrestlers in the world.
Well, he made hardcore wrestling cool again. Why shouldn't he be?
According to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, the following criteria is used to pick the ratings on the list. Those criteria include win-loss record, technical ability, influence on the sport, success against the highest grade of competition, success against the most diverse competition, and annual activity. The evaluation period for this year's PWI 500 was July 1st, 2019 to June 30th, 2020. And Jon Moxley isn't alone. In fact, there's 500 folks on this list, and we're going to go over all 500 right now, starting with number 500. Oh, shit, we're running late, aren't we, Pace?
We're already at 2 hours and 1 minute.
Okay, well, we won't do the whole 500. Let's just do the top 10.
All right.
This year's top 10, number 10, AJ Styles. Number 9, Kofi Kingston. Number 8, Seth Rollins. 7, Cody Rhodes. 6, Kazuchika Okada. Rounding out the top 5 is Tetsuya Naito. We got Drew McIntyre at 4. Chris Jericho, Le Champion, number 3. Bay's number 2, Adam Cole. And, of course, as we said, Jon Moxley, number 1. And just to let you know, last year Seth Rollins was ranked number 1, and Jon Moxley was ranked at number 20. So he jumped up.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, making hardcore wrestling cool again, I think, does a lot for you. He hasn't had the most. Actually, out of all the guys on this list, he's probably had the least amount of matches this year.
Maybe Jericho.
I think Jericho wrestles on Dynamite more than Moxley does. I think I'm pretty sure MJF said something about that on Dynamite.
So yeah.
It was cool. MJF got his contracts. I'm just going to jump this in right here. MJF got his contract signed. Moxley will not be using Dirty Deeds or whatever he calls it now. The Paradigm Shift.
The Paradigm Shift.
But Moxley snuck in a secret page at the end of the contract saying he gets to fight MJF's lawyer next week, and he gets to use the Paradigm Shift in that match. So that's going to be cool.
So yeah, we definitely... I wasn't expecting us to run this long, so we don't really have time to debate it, although we've talked a little bit about it before. And I recommend, if you don't read PWI, pick up the PWI 500. Check it out. Especially when you get into the 300 through 500 range. You really learn about some wrestlers you didn't know, and they actually give you a little... They educate you on them. They don't just give the names. They give you how many years they've been wrestling, their previous rankings. They give you a little snippet about why they are, what number they are. So it's a really educational thing to go through. You learn a lot.
We've gone through quite a bit of it over the years, and it's always good to do. I'm excited for you to get it. I'm sure we're gonna hit it up. These pay-per-views got to slow down soon, right?
Maybe. Hopefully not, but hopefully not every weekend.
Yeah.
And with that, pay-per-views are coming. Pay-per-views just went. I think it's time for the comings and goings, Pasty.
Oh, yeah. On Monday's Raw, fans were treated to the main roster debut of Keith Lee. I'm not sure why I went Kool-Aid guy there for a minute. That was definitely not Macho Man.
No, it was Kool-Aid guy.
But yes, Keith Lee debuted on Monday following his loss at NXT TakeOver 30, the worst one. Keith Lee made his main roster debut when he confronted Randy Orton on the show. He came off strong and important in the segment, but fans were quick to notice the ill-fitting new generic entrance music, vest, and baggy shorts, leading some to have concern over how Lee will be portrayed. One such individual is Road Warrior Animal, who speculated Keith Lee is just going to be a 370-pound piece of furniture on the main roster.
Sad, but I could see it.
I want Keith Lee, Kevin Owens, and Samoa Joe to have a stable. And they're just angry because WWE thinks they're too fat. And so they just kill everybody because of it.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
It's better than I'm a black guy and you're a black guy. We got to be black guys together. Right?
They could call them the BBWs, the Big Bad Wrestlers.
Yes.
I love it. They're BBWs. Big Bad Wrestlers.
I like it.
That's awesome.
They can take out the entire legion of Retribution members.
All by themselves.
Yes.
Just with senton splashes. Just with senton splashes. Nothing else.
Cannonball!
Yeah, throw a couple cannonballs in there. It's a form of a senton. A cannonball's a form of a senton. Let's do it. Oh, man. We hope the best for him, but you just never know. New Japan announced the debut of Fred Rosser.
Darren Young.
Darren Young. Thank you, Pasty. The former Darren Young. For their 2-night Fighting Spirit Unleashed event, the former WWE star will make his New Japan debut on September 4th, although an opponent has not been named as of this recording. Rosser's Japan debut will mark his first wrestling match since working an independent event on October 26, 2019, and his final WWE appearance came on October 21st, 2017. Darren Young's okay, but sometimes people who are just okay go to WWE and become great.
You mean New Japan?
Or, I mean, go to New Japan. Yeah.
Nobody who's just okay goes to WWE and becomes great till after they leave.
Well, Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I suppose.
No,
it's pretty cool. I'm assuming they're going to do something big with him.
Yeah, I mean, you would assume. I don't know what they're doing, but they can definitely use all the more people they can get. I look at somebody like a Juice Robinson, who was C.J. Parker in WWE and was nothing. And even though I'm still not a big fan of his in New Japan, he's definitely become a big guy over there. I
wonder if he's going to do a thing where he becomes Ibushi's new Omega.
That could work. That could work. They're much more accepting over there, if you will.
Yes.
Which is good.
Yeah. Over here, WWE is like, she's a lesbian. Let's cut her hair off.
Right. That's pretty much it. So. Yeah. No, I think he'll do good over there. I think, like I said,
I haven't seen him in a long time. I'm excited to see how he's shaping up these days. It's kind of cool.
It'll be interesting. Yeah, I probably haven't seen him since 2017. So I'd like to see his look.
Yes. And what is both cool and facepalm at the same time and the exact same velocity, so it's very strange. Stu Barrett, that's Wade Barrett if you didn't know, did guest commentary on NXT. Yes, the brand that he created.
Yeah.
This week with Vic Joseph and Beth Phoenix. And he's very much with NWA, so this is very strange.
Yeah, very much. Very much.
Beth Phoenix called the show from her home once again, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, of course.
Good for her.
Barrett revealed that he will be back again next week for the NXT Super Tuesday episode. There's no word on if WWE has future plans for the former leader of the Nexus. But as he has been added to the official NXT roster page where his bio notes, after being away from WWE for several years, Barrett reemerged as a color analyst on the August 26th, 2020 edition of NXT. As someone who clearly loves the sound of his own voice, Barrett should fit right in with the black and gold brand. Holy shit, the implications of this. I want to see Wade Barrett come and wrestle just for NXT. NXT was Nexus. Nexus was NXT. That was the start. It right. It makes so much sense. But at the same point, I'm like, why are you back, Barrett?
Yeah, and I believe he probably. Well, I'm assuming he isn't under contract to NWA. But he was a big part of NWA.
Yeah,
for sure, huge part of NWA. So it's kind of
When he left
surprising.
WWE, he said he was done with wrestling altogether and wanted to pursue acting and shit. So it's a very weird turn of events. And what if he's the leader of Retribution?
Right? He's creating a brand new nexus, you know? It could happen.
I love that this concept of the whole Retribution thing is dumb as fuck. Everything they're doing is stupid as fuck, and I hate it. It's dumb. But the mystery as to who the leader is and what is going on, they're really spanking AEW's ass after the Dark Order. You know what I mean?
For sure.
The Dark Order's good, but what WWE is doing now is it's
better.
It's tantalizing.
But Stu Barrett isn't the only announcer to return to TV. In fact, Excalibur returned to commentary for Tuesday's AEW Dark taping. He did not stay for Dynamite, as commentary was done by Jim Ross, Tony Schiavone, and Chris Jericho, though. This will be his first appearance since the July 29th episode when he was held off TV. Even though AEW has yet to give a reason for his on TV for his hiatus, we at Beef Sticks have speculated a promo from a PWG show in the early 2000s with Kevin Owens, and him may have been why. Because
Kevin Owens has been on TV since then.
He has, but both Excalibur and Owens used racial slurs during the segment, which just recently resurfaced again back in July. Owens and Excalibur have previously apologized for the promo.
Yes. According to Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Daniel Bryan and Edge have a lot of influence in the current product recently. It reads, Edge on Raw and Daniel Bryan on SmackDown both have significant creative influence. That's amazing.
Yes.
The term I was given is they were part of the writing teams of the respective shows right now. Bryan hasn't been around much since the Intercontinental title tournament ended in early June because of concerns about his immune system and or the fact that his wife Brie Bella just gave birth to their second child.
Oh my gosh, did you hear the name of their child?
I did, but I've already put it out of my mind, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. I gotta look it up real quick.
I mean, their first kid's name is Bird.
Yeah, it's something dessert.
Strawberry
I'm
dessert.
not making that up. No, it isn't even. No, it doesn't even go together like that. Let's see if I can find it real quick. It is. It is. Fuck, where is it?
Wow. I did not expect it to be this hard to find.
I know, right? Well, just continue this.
I'll continue,
story.
Yes, we'll get to it. Edge is out recovering from surgery to repair the triceps tear he suffered filming his Backlash match with Randy Orton, the greatest match of all time. It makes sense WWE to use their skills in whatever way they can, especially at a time where several members of the creative team have been let go, and the rest are probably zooming into the writer's room every week. No word on if they will continue in these roles once they're wrestling again, but god damn it, I'm liking what they're doing. I noticed the difference even before I knew that was them doing it, because I just learned this week.
No, it's good. I think it can only get better. It isn't going to get any worse, and it seems like it's doing.
Your writers
great.
should be your wrestlers that know how to get over with the crowd under any circumstance. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's smart. Wrestling has been smart lately. I'll give it that. There's been some dumb stuff in WWE. I'll say that too, but they're getting back on track, and I'm hoping. They'd be stupid to put Bryan and Edge back in the ring and not have them continue to... What, you just go back to the way it used to be? No, I don't ever want to see Bryan or Edge wrestle again if that's the case.
No.
I'm okay with that. If the product as a whole can carry on. If more people can live, Rey Mysterio needs to die. If wrestling can be better, Bryan and Edge need to just keep writing. Did you find that name yet?
Yeah, it's Buddy Dessert Danielson.